At the White House on Friday, Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre said little about reports that President Joe Biden is considering blanket pardons for those potentially at risk of retribution by President-elect Donald Trump.
Certainly the president is looking at, reviewing next steps, and there will be more to come.
The Associated Press reporting that Biden has been involved in the discussions with senior aides, although it's primarily being reviewed by White House lawyers. Potential recipients of these pardons could include prominent Trump critics like former Congresswoman Liz Cheney and Congressman Adam Schiff, as well as Dr. Anthony Fauci. The Constitution does grant presidents sweeping pardon powers for all federal charges, but traditionally pardons have been reserved for those already facing charges or for those convicted of a crime. Blanket pardons for those not yet under investigation would be a significant expansion. All this comes just days after Biden made the controversial move to pardon his son Hunter, who was convicted on firearm charges in June and pled guilty to tax evasion charges in September.
And I will not pardon him.
President Biden said numerous times that he would not pardon his son, as did Jean-Pierre from the White House briefing room.
I know what I said. I know what the president said. That is where we were at the time. That is where the president was at the time. I am his spokesperson. This weekend, he thought about it. He wrestled with it.
When announcing the pardon, President Biden arguing that the Justice Department treated his son unfairly, writing raw politics has infected this process and it led to a miscarriage of justice, adding, "I hope Americans will understand why a father and a president would come to this decision." Some Democrats are expressing an uneasiness towards blanket pardons, in part because they would imply those receiving them did something wrong. House Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries urging Biden to instead focus on everyday people caught up in the justice system, as presidents typically do at the end of their terms.
To the extent that the Biden administration is considering additional pardons moving forward, it's my suggestion that that is where the focus should be.
Now, some Democrats also worry that Biden granting blanket pardons would give Trump cover to pardon the January 6 rioters, as Trump has promised to do on the campaign trail, calling them political prisoners. In Washington, I'm Evan Koslof, Spectrum News.